And hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Valorant Championship brought to you by Inspire Podcasting, powered by IGC Hub and organized by Instinct Esports. We are back with another day of exciting Valorant action. And today, unfortunately, it's only going to be me, Kirito, on the caster's desk for you. We are going to be going through a couple of matches on the round of 16 and see, or is it the quarterfinal? I think it's the quarterfinal actually, heading up to the next stage. Oh, it is actually the round of 16. Apologies. Yeah, day two, and we have a couple of matches in store, and the winners are going to be heading on to the quarterfinals. So, we had a couple of exciting matches yesterday, and that really showed me, what this situation is, how things are going in the community, and how the players have developed over the course of years. So, the the thing that I really came up with after the last day's matches, the teams have come up with sort of a their own set defaults how how the plays work based on each map, and they show up with their own strategies. And the thing that doesn't really work out is that they don't diversify these strategies. In a lot of cases we see them stick to a certain pattern that doesn't really change and switch up. Hopefully we're gonna see those changes come in today, because we have some solid teams showing up. We have Endeavor Fury taking on Windkoi, and the map is gonna be Bind. It is gonna be a best of one. So again, these teams I don't really know a lot much of, so we're gonna have to see the players that are individually stationed in the agents and in the composition, how that works out. But based on that information, Bind is a map that it's a good balance of both having proactiveness and also being passive, also having the lurking capability, the rotations, having the timing set down of just quickly invading a site and then getting out and positioning yourself for the post plant, positioning yourself for the retake, for the bomb plant denial. There's a lot going on, and it's not as easy as it might seem. So we see the agent selections coming in from both ends. Endeavor Fury going with a Yoru and a Jet pick with a double duelist coming in. Cypher with as the Sentinel as well. So it seems like a solid pick. I feel like a lot of players used to go with the Rays in those early times, but right now the mobility is not really the biggest factor. Meanwhile, the other end, Winkoi are gonna be going for the double duelist composition as well, but opting to go for the Reina Jet, the traditional, mechanical skilled involved composition. They will also have the Gecko alongside them, so that will make things a little bit more interesting, as the Flash is a very effective piece of utility to utilize, especially for Jets dashing in, combined with the Reina Flash as well. If you utilize the Omen Blind, these together make for a deadly combination. And on the attacking half, this will be really difficult to deal with as defenders. So the Cypher Traps and the Sova utility have to come in clutch for Endeavor Fury. With that in mind, I was hoping to see maybe the Viper pick coming in with the Brimstone, that lurking play. That was what used to happen, like last year during the VCTs and whatnot. The European teams and Fnatic and stuff like that used to play around those Viper walls, have those late lurks set in case their rotations didn't work. And the portals are there as well, so the lurker could just portal into the other side, and that made things a lot easier. But we're not going to be seeing that just of yet. But the one thing as I was talking about in the intro, was that I'm hoping to see these teams come up with more defaults, more ways to on the fly switch things up and work out how they are going to be playing the maps. Like last night we saw a couple of games on Haven where we saw some one-dimensional play from really talented players. Noted that those were in some sense very one-sided, but they were just focusing on one side, or maybe not really switching things up, like playing a little slow for first round, and then maybe rotating to another one. They weren't really playing for picks, or maybe exploring around the map a lot. We saw them really stick to that one game plan, which is fine, but you have to diversify things up when your opposition has figured your strategy out and they're countering you on every move. It's a good thing to keep them on their toes, and maybe be a little proactive sometimes, maybe be a little slow sometimes. You have to figure out ways to really deal with all these avenues, and that's where the IGLing and the strategy mindset comes out to play. Because Valorant is such a strategic game. There could be a lot of chaos, but there could be a lot of controlled chaos if you know what the purpose of that chaos is. With agents like Gecko and Noman and Jet, Reyna, these will wreak havoc all over the map. So I'm excited to see what these teams come up with. And again, a lot of these players, not a lot is known about them, but that's the thing about Valorant, you really don't know who to count out or who to count in at any point of the game. Last night we saw the first halves being extremely one-sided, but the teams really switching up, teams turning around the game, turning around the scoreline, and almost bringing it back all the way from nothingness into a W. That might not be the case today. It might be a little bit more even Steven, since these teams are, I guess, relatively new compared to yesterday's team. We had players like Shubo and Mock, Avad for real, who've been in the gaming scene in general for a long time. So this could be a battle of the new generation, and they are gonna have to come up with ways to incorporate this development of the Valorant skill ceiling, because right now this is the highest echelon of Valorant esports, if I'm being honest. So coming up with the best ways to utilize that mindset of yours is going to be critical. So we're excited to see how this turns out. I remind you again, this will be a round of 16 matchup. The winners are going to be going to the quarterfinals, and this is a best of one, so it's make it or break it. There is no room for error. And on a map like Bind, it's hard to maintain a consistency. Like last night on Haven, we could safely say that the attackers had somewhat of an advantage there, or maybe on this specific site with this specific composition of agents and pieces of utility, this would be hard to push. There's nothing really you can say about this map of Bind, and that is how sort of a lot of these maps play out. They are gonna have to figure out ways to come up with the diversity, come up and deal with these unique scenarios that will sort of dictate the end of the game, as we're already in the game feed. And it's gonna be Eve on the attacking side, Weak on the defensive side, as the I'm excited to see how they start up these first rounds. The Cypher setup on the B site seems like it's gonna give pretty decent coverage for the player inside, which is this Jet Zarif. And that is where the players of Eve are looking to focus on for the first half. The Sova pick might come in handy here to try and break some of these trips. This scam will spot the players coming in from B long. Meanwhile, the hookah position will be taken care of as well. The smokes are gonna come in. Rotations are already called. This first pistol round will be extremely critical. The smokes have come in as well. Are they gonna commit to this? The jet dash is there. Fordolf will get the kill, and already it's a 4v5 situation. Rotations are here, but the bomb plant cannot be denied. They're gonna have to wait this out. The wingman comes out. I don't think that's the best use of it, especially when you can defuse. Fordolf with another kill. Trades do come in, but he's on a roll. 3k for this man. The Gecko is gonna be stuck, caught in a little bit of a picky situation. The flashes come in, they try for a pick, but doesn't work out. Frodo with an ace on the first round. Good start for the attacking side of Eve. They are gonna take the pistol, and that's gonna give them a massive boost economy wise, allowing them to go for those secondary weapon buys. And yeah, that was a solid side take. Overall, even though the setup from the Cypher and the Jet seemed pretty solid to break through, like they had the trips set up quite well. The Jet was in a good position, and they just had to play off of the utility. But seems like the Jet dash from the other end for Fordolf, he was able to really dodge all those pieces of utility and just break in. And we're gonna see another initial action on the second round. The Cypher or Q is gonna be trying to push towards A short, but he will be denied by the Omen. The jet dash coming in again, and Zarif this time will be taking him out. The weapons dip does not help out. Showmix is gonna be taking the TP. He's only stuck with a shorty. Climax is trying to walk in with the Yoru. Spots the jet, but there are more. The flash comes in. Axis is gonna get another frag as well. Climax chiming in, and they know where the last player is, and they take them all down. The bomb plant will go down as well, and that's gonna be money in the bank for them. With only losing one player, and getting the bomb down as well. That's gonna be a big boost for them money wise. And again, Eve, they didn't have the best of starts on this second round despite having that money advantage. Fordov, he died out early, but Climax, he's able to keep things in the team's favor. It looked a little bit dicey, but they're able to break through those defenses and despite the disadvantage come up on top, and that is what I like to see them react based on different scenarios and not really get deterred by whatever expiring down the map with the second. So third round already underway. Hero fakes are gonna come in. Climax has walked in towards U-Haul. The peek coming in from the Cypher and Long. He won't take any damage, but Fordolf will. They're gonna have to dash away. They're trying to push towards this B side. We saw the Euro trying to take position into U-Haul. Cypher traps are already there. Jan is gonna be trapped in that octagon and taken down. Fordolf's gonna use his first frag in the second round. They're gonna TP their way inside. Gecko is gonna be towards the short area on elbow, but Fordolf is there to cover. The bomb plan goes down and they have the weaponry. Buy round not really working out for the defensive end. Shomik will get a nice pick onto Climax and a follow up on Fordolf. This is gonna give them the man advantage and they're gonna swarm towards side. X is gonna try and follow things up. OQ as well, but Zaryev, he's trading back. He's the only one alive in a 1 versus 2 situation. The Cypher the pick comes in from top. And he's gonna get the frag as well. 0-3 is gonna be the scoreline. And Eve, they're on a bit of a rampage right now. They do lose a lot of players, but that should be enough money in the bank for them to get to keep and maintaining that standard of weapons. All Vandals in their armory. Meanwhile, we will be struggling. Not just based on the round count. 0-3 is a massive disadvantage early on. It's not the worst scenario you could be in, but again, this weapons difference is gonna make it make that round gap very, extend that round gap essentially is what I'm trying to say. And this time, switching things up, Eve are gonna be hitting this A side, but the Cypher Dan seems to have a decent idea of what's happening. Noted his utility isn't really working out. They're gonna try and slowly work their way inside. The weapons diff is gonna be palpable. The flashes come in and Shadow was able to get the frag onto Climax. The weapons difference is still there as Wardolf gets the trade. Shadow Boy is trying to maintain control of this backside, but he will fail. And the peaks just come in one by one, all onto Zarif, who's only got a stinger in his hand. Full pieces of utility. He can try and do some damage, but it's not really worth it at that point. He needs to come up with some frags, but oh, that was a nice fucking shot. X-Axis is gonna be able to get that kill, making this a 4-0, and this is what I'm trying to say. These round gaps, again, that was pretty much granted the round was not gonna go in favor of the defenders, but when you look at the scoreline after this, a 4-0, the money is still in a shabby position. They can get the buys, but it's gonna be so hard to maintain this.
Thank you.
That's what I really like about these teams that switch up their play. We see some really aggressive pushes. I'm really expecting to see Eve maybe slow things down a little bit, have a lurker. So far they've diversified them by just going to the B side, going to the A side, having the little switcheroo, but you really need to work on the play styles a little bit more. Or this does say that they are 4-0 above. 3 players in the side for the defenders. We have the Reyna with the flash. Gecko flash is available as well. And they're gonna dip out of this, aren't they? No, they're gonna try and take the fight. No players fragged yet, but OQ and Eve Ghost will be getting the opening frags. The Euro flashes are coming in and they're all just swarming in. 3 players down. The rotations are here, but the spike plan cannot be denied, and they've taken control of everything. Even Elbow, the flash is coming in. They know exactly where these players are. They're gonna take some additional picks. Shomik will find one. Climax was quick for the trade, and he's gonna get the double as well.
Good job.
5-0, and they are on a roll. These guys, they are not letting go of their W keys at all. They are absolutely bulldozing their way through these sites, and despite all the the setups, the Cypher setups, the flashes, they're not deterred. We saw them. There was a solid 5 seconds where they were just standing outside the site, not really able to get in. Those flashes bought time, and in that scenario, most players would just say, okay, let's just dip out. We couldn't walk in immediately. We couldn't flush out, so let's just get out of here. Maybe go for a rotation. Maybe go for a fake out. No, they just waited there and they just, maintained their composure. Tried getting in, the flashes go. What was that by Shadow Boy? Yeah, that was not the cleanest of recoil controls. X-Axis is gonna get a follow-up as well, making this a 3 versus 5 situation. The rotations are here. Eurofakes are trying to bait these players out, but it's not even necessary. Climax and for all the duelists are absolutely eliminating everybody. And the only player alive with a stinger, not maintaining that bullet flow. And X-Axis is gonna get the kill. Oh my god. Oh, I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to talk about it. Shadow Boy wasn't able to... Man, that round could have gone so differently if he got that kill. Whether it's, the spear tip from the Yoru not being able to make it into the site would definitely deter the opposition. But yeah, Endeavor Fury's looking solid right now. We see Ford off with 10-2. X-Axis as well on the Omen, not far behind with a 7-kill spot right now. Jump peaks coming in from Showmix. He's gonna spot the players out. Recon will give positions away as well. Climax is looking to be a lurker. This is a switch up. I like it. I like this piece of diversity. And this fake will work. X-Axis, they get the frag on Shadow Boy. And now, where we might have a long late flank coming in from the Yoru, they are gonna be still deterred to enter the site. Ford off with the jet blades will find an opening, and X-Axis walks into support as well. The jet skill was not in vain. The elbow player is gonna wrap around Zarif with the blade storm. Spotted out, but Okyu is gonna take him down, and the flank wasn't even necessary. Climax was just an insurance.
Wind, show me where to go.
With that, a 0-7 scoreline is gonna come in. Just one shy from the infamous Brazilian scoreline. That if Aggressive was here, he would cry at that point. He would just fall apart. Like, no, why do you talk about this? Because it's fun place. Right now, Endeavor Fury is gonna be living a world of fun with the 0-7 scoreline coming in, and I haven't even talked about ultimates. I think, yeah, the Blaze Stones were the only ones used last round. Gecko is just a couple away. We are gonna see the Yoru ultimate coming in, and X-Axis is gonna get one frag onto Zarif and a follow-up, but there is a trade. Climax does fall, getting out of the ult. Operator for fall-off. Oh, X-Axis, did he Omen ult his way here? No, he still has his... Or did he? He might have, but he loses to a classic. Fordolf does find a frag onto Shadow Boy that opens up the B side, but it's still a 2 versus 3 situation.
One enemy
Still
remaining.
slightly winnable as the B side is under siege. OQ's gonna get a frag onto I Loved Her. Showmix is trying to mix things up, keep them guessing. TP towards Lawn. He gets the first frag. It's a 1v2. He can still win this. Operator though, the shoulder comes out, and it's enough for Fordolf to land that shot. The Jet on fire. The Operator coming in clutch for him, getting a few frags off of that and maintaining his team's lead 0-8. Koi are not in a good spot. They are gonna try and force their way through this round. Couple of Vandals, a Bulldog. Not the best situation to be in. Meanwhile, the opposition full utility. They don't have the best of ultimates. OQ with the neural theft can find some informational value, but so far they don't really need all the utility to bark their way in. Like the cypher traps aren't doing anything for them. We aren't seeing any reactive Gecko or Reina flashes and follow-up peaks coming in. They're not taking control of showers, which would make this side hold so much easier. Zarif does get a frag, but Fordolf with a quick trade. 4 versus 4 situation. OQ on top. Fordolf with a follow-up, and they're switching things up. They're trying to go B, and they find the frag onto Cheyenne, but not trying to take down Ghost though. Both players are still here. They're gonna have to go for the TP. One coming through the backside. Gecko is trying to distract him, and Fordolf will get the frag. They don't know where the last guy is. Shadow Boy with 32 HP has the Empress. He's gonna make some noise though. Now they know where he is. The TPs come in. And the Operator. Oh, he's seen him. Oh, the blind comes in and it's perfect. He's trapped right now. The op is stationed. They're ready for him, and Oki's gonna want to bring him down. And there we go, a 0-9 scoreline coming in. And this is pretty much the quintessential example, this game, that of a team doing some things right and a team not really holding control of the map. They're seeing this push towards the A side come in. They're not playing proactive off of that. They know there are going to be players in that A short. Whenever it's an A side push, they're going to be coming through the A short. They know there's not much presence in shower. They're not taking control of that. They're not using that position to deny the bomb plant. They're not using utilities like the Reyna flashes and the Gecko flashes to counter this very hard push to break through. They're being proactive now outside of hookah. That's what I like to see, but right now that's not the right choice. Again, shower control is established and they're gonna fall back. Shadow Boy can't really do anything. So much utility. He's trying to fight out of this. Zarif will be walking in towards elbow, but they're aware of that. They're not really committing to that, and that's where I like Endeavor Fury's playstyle. They're switching things up, keeping their team, the opposition, guessing, but this flank from Showmake is a 1-2. Oh, he's only good for 1. And they still turn it around. 3 versus 2, 3 versus 1 situation. I couldn't even keep count. It's all on to Zarif. His position is known. The Omen flash comes in. Spike is being planted finally. Oh, they see him. They know he has a judge now, and they're not gonna push him. Shock darts are on the way. 1 versus 3 situation. Can he get out of this? The op wall bangs trying to connect, but nothing so far. And Fordolf walks in to get the sheriff shot in. 0-10. This is what I want to say about Endeavor Fury. They are able to, you know, change things up. Essentially, their discipline is also quite commendable. We see them having to break through so many pieces of utility. That Cypher, the Cypher traps. We have the Gecko flashes. We're seeing the Reyna being very proactive, Zarif on the jet being proactive. They have to deal with all of that, but yet they're not really rotating easily. And the only way that can be commendable is if you can make those patience or those fake outs effective, and they are. Look at this A short right now. Cheyenne will get the fight on the climax, but X-Axis with the ultimate, he's out here. Did he TP to their base? Like, what is happening in this game? How are they coming up with this? And now the B side is completely isolated. Spike is making its way through there. The Gecko is the only person in CT. The peak comes in. Oh, hold off. I don't like what is going. The flash comes in, but it doesn't even matter. He lands the shot in, and they have control all the way up to CT. Both players, all 3 players actually. On the other end, come in. The timing! He doesn't. X-Axis isn't able to make the timing count. Empress popped from Shadow Boy. Swordolf bolts out the Blade Storm. The op doesn't connect. He's gonna actually lose out on that. Showmake making this a 2v2 situation, but Eve Ghost is there. 1v1. The Empress not able to get the clutch in, and it's gonna be Eve Ghost maintaining that lead at 0-11 scoreline. 1 away from match point as we approach the last round of this first half. A clean slate, and every single round, it's not even that that the opposition of Winkoi got the option to maybe save or maybe lose out to the spike exploding. No, it's all clean eliminations. Every single round, 11 rounds that they have won, Endeavor Fury have been by eliminating all 5 of the players. So you like put that 11 into 5 is like 55 kills in this, you know, last what, 20 minutes.
Cover going out.
And with this composition, that's where I feel like Winkoi aren't really being effective. They are not using the full potential of the composition. The flash comes in, the op doesn't connect, but it's still a 5v5. No one's died yet, no bloodshed happened. Spike is yet to go down. There are going to be 4 players in this backside trying to deny this.
Stealing sight.
Reyna flash is coming in, the wide swing, he manages to land a shot. The trades do come in though. Climax with the double breaker, making this a 3 versus 2, but the Gecko with the trade. Wingman in hand. Did that head out? I feel like he hit it on the wall, but the plant will finally go down. Fordolf will TP his way to the B side. What they don't know about is OQ is still here, lurking around the A side. Might find an opening, but no, Gecko able to get that trade in, and then circumstances quite difficult for Fordolf, but in this 1v2. They're gonna clear out this hook area. No, he's not there. But he could be anywhere. If he managed to hit this first shot, that doesn't connect. They know exactly where he is now. But the spam through the wall, giving Winkoi their first round. And I believe it was all on the back of this Gecko's spot out. He spotted out OQ and was able to take him down. That could have been humongous if he got that frag, making this 2v1 on the end of Endeavor Fury. That would have given them a massive advantage going into the 2v1 situation. Unfortunately, or fortunately, OQ was spotted out. And that is the awareness, that is the situational awareness, the positional awareness that the teams need to have in these scenarios. You gotta be ready for anything. Endeavor Fury, they are bringing nothing short of everything at this situation. Now the swipe swap, 11-1. They gotta win 10 more to tie things up. Can they do it is the question. Easier said than done. But their composition is more traditionally aggressive. They have this Gecko flash coming in alongside the Omen, the Cypher to watch the flanks, and the Reyna Jet explosive composition is pretty self-explanatory. Cypher cams coming in. Should spot out the players coming towards B. Trying to break this trap in hookah. Having a hard time. Oh, the TP from Climax comes in. Is he gonna try and fake this out? TP comes in. They're not gonna shoot it. Three players outside. They're not gonna shoot it. Climax tried to play with his food, and now with that player down, the rotations are gonna come in. 4 players walking towards A short. The only one there is X-Axis. He is on top of the box, so he will have early information. Or is he gonna play the long game? Oh, he's gonna hide and try to spot out, but the Gecko managed to land the headshot on him. He's trying to get his flash back, but doesn't work out. They need to get the spike down though. Finally going down, his rotations come in. They have control and the flanker as well. Cheyenne, he's on a massive roll. It's gonna take a while. They need to buy time, but once he's there, he can win out the whole round for his team. Fordolf coming in with his own flank as well. Shomi gets the back. Fordolf with a quick trade from follow up. And it's all onto the Jet. He's trying to land the shots but doesn't connect. 11-2. Could we be seeing the comeback we dreamed of? As Winkoi managed to win out the pistol. The flying colors, I believe. I don't know why Climax went for that early TP. Even if he faked out from the other end, send it a fake Yoru walking in from the A side, that would have been effective. OQ not really able to hold on to that site. Despite the solid setup, I didn't really see them play off of those Cypher traps a lot. Yeah, it's only the pistol round. It's only an 11-2 score line. Still massively in favor of Endeavor Fury. Recon's coming in. Destroy gives information. There will be players outside of A short. Shock darts not really connecting, but they are aware. Endeavor Fury as the siding solution comes in. The side take is gonna be out here on A. The jet dash not really working out with minimum weapons. A shorty, a couple of pistols, and the sheriff. They still get some mark done. Okay, with the frag onto Shomik, follow up by Fordolf. Cheyenne is straight, but still in man advantage for the defenders. Endeavor Fury. They're gonna have to swarm this with numbers. All 3 players stuck inside. The weapons differential is there. Flash is coming in, and they're gonna be forced out of there. Wingman is there. The Yoru is gonna come in, but not able to get the trade. 3v3 situation. They're trying to go for the spike. Actually going for the defuse. Can they ninja this? Ghost gets one. The trade is there. It's almost done. The shorty doesn't connect. OQ not able to win out the last frag. And with that, a 3rd round for Winkoi. That was a solid ninja attempt there. I think the Jet Zarif was able to have the realization that, oh wait, they're defusing. Even I didn't notice. I had to look at the top of the screen and we saw the bar moving. I was like, oh wait, they're defusing. This could have been a win, but it goes to the side of Winkoi, and they do get 3 in a row actually. And their money will be looking a little bit better. They will be able to get some guns on board, but now Climax with an aggression, holding that aggressive position onto Zari. Trying to run away. The blind comes in, but not working out. Climax will lose out, and he's been having a hard time since the swap on the defensive end. Not really working out. Now this crossfire comes in. The jump comes in. The shock darts from Sober connect as well. They're trying to break through this Cypher trap. The spike's on the ground as the Gecko falls. The flash is coming in. He's still trying to jump shot him. Shomik will find the frag onto both of the players actually. Ghost and X-Axis. And with the damage done to the B side, Shomik gets the one onto the lurking OQ as well. Awareness on this man. All onto Fordolf is looking out for anyone pushing. Shine is gonna be hiding in hookah though. This is gonna be having a little bit fun. Knows he's in a safe spot. Now the A side rotation is there. Spike will go down. Shine will be on the lurk again. Oh, the TP. Did he TP? No, he actually didn't TP. Shan trailing Fordolf, and he's aware that Fordolf's aware, but not really sure what he can do right now. There's too many avenues to look at. Spotted another player in hookah. Knows there's another player in the cubby. See where this player flanking though. Oh, Shams, he's seen him. He knows. Spams do come in. He's trying to walk out. The drop is there. He's taking away. Chromic. It's been instrumental.
Stay down.
Oh, Fordolf gets one more, but he's not aware of the player from heaven. The Shine comes in. We're talking about this flank. He's been doing this for a couple of rounds, and so far Endeavor Furies had no answer for it. I think where the lacks are coming is that they are trying to switch things up. Maybe proactiveness without proper utility support is the best. When you have that Cypher trap, it's effective to play off of that. We saw X-Axis holding on, he goes supporting him, and that's where those kills are. I don't think Climax pushing out of hookahs are gonna help out a lot. Real aggressiveness might be good in that showers or a short area, even be long, but hookah is not really working out for them right now. Now with the weapons differential so very clear, X-Axis the only one with a Bucky pistol on the rest. It's gonna be trying to hold on to this area. Fordolf with a Blade Storm though, finds a couple, not bad. The flashes connect. Oh, up comes the Bucky, doesn't land the shots. Zarif trades, making this a 3v3 situation. All even Stevens. It's still on the ground though, they're gonna try and recover it. And they know for a fact Zarif is low. He hit that one to the face. Wingman comes in, clears out this hookah area. Flash is gonna come in. Climax is gonna eat this flash. And Zarif with the frag out. Gecko trying to manage to hit something, but no. Ghost is the only one alive, and he's gonna be trying to go for a save. No. Gecko will cancel things out, and with that, another round in favor of Winkui. A little bit of a streak they have going here. It's 5-11, I believe. Only 6 more necessary to tie things up. Can they actually do it? If they keep things up like this, it's certainly viable. Oh yeah, apologies for that. Byron will make things difficult. Fordolf on that operator. OQ is gonna be trying to make that Odin work this time as the sites, as the bars go down. A site will be under siege early on. We're not gonna see any early operator positions from the Jet. Texas holding this passive angle as well, which has been overall, I think the side of Winkoi has been reading his spot quite well and playing off of that decently. Fordolf still manages to land a shot with the operator, and I think it was a lurker all the way up an elbow. How did he get here? I think OQ is gonna get a bit of a stern lecturing there. What are you doing, Mr. Cypher? But they will have the site in lockdown for now. Looks like it's still gonna be the A side. They were really banking on that lurker towards the side of B. Now the rotations and flanks coming in. Here comes Winkoi. The flashes are there, but Climax managed to let the shot. Trade R's gonna come in, but Climax, he's maintaining his composure.
Time to jump.
We have a stalemate right now. The Odin spams are gonna come in and they're gonna book it. They're gonna run. Winkoi trying to
player
head towards the
standing.
B side. Frags are gonna come in. Shine falls to slow things down. Can he go? Can he make it? Shadow Boy. Oh, the Cypher trap
Left.
will slow him down. The stun connects. 6-5. Oh, he doesn't have time. No way. They made it too quick. The TP allowed them to get in there quickly. Ah, Shadow Boy. That's twice that happened. I mean, in his defense, there was a double pick. The operator and the Omen coming in at the same time. A really smart move. And 12-5. One off. They're on match point. Endeavor Fury hit a bit of a road bump, but
That goes there.
still massively in their favor. Can they keep this up? Is the question.
Get out of my way.
Oh, the op shot comes in from Adolf. B long control established. The Odin as well to support smoke coming in. Onto the smoke. He lands one more onto Cheyenne. Spike still on the ground. Fordolf with another triple kill. Can he get an op ace this time? Off the pistol. The blind comes in. Shadow Boy finds one. One in the chamber. Fordolf's holding the
enemy
angle.
remaining.
Climax comes in to steal the ace, but the blind is still there. And if Fordolf to finish things off, an impressive 4K to finish off this matchup. And with that, Endeavor Fury carry on to the next round after an impressive win. And I gotta say that the jet on that his jet play is quite incredible. We see these impressive movements. We see the basic down, but he's got the utility down. We see the smokes coming in. The dash is done really well. Updraft dashes into the site on their attacking half, and that really showed how aggressive this player can be. But also paired with that, his incredible aim. We see him coming in with the Vandal. We see the operator picks coming in, even with the Blade Storm as well. The really impressive stuff from not only him but the entire side of Endeavor Fury. On the attacking half, we saw them diversify their play. We saw them switch things up, heading to the B side, heading to the A side, rotate whenever necessary, even fake rotate once, having lurkers as well. Not something they did a lot, but it was there enough to show that they are keeping their books open, their minds open to, giving calls on the go in the middle of a round and coming up with new strats. That's the sign of a good IGL, having good strategic players, tactical players among in their midst. And on the opposition for Winkoi, there were situations on the defensive when they started to win a little bit for a couple of rounds. We saw them having the flanks coming in, having the rotates, those sneaky positions. It was their aim that wasn't really on par compared to their opponents and Endeavor Fury on the attacking half. On the first half, they weren't really able to counter that, explosive flooding in to the site, and they weren't able to properly read some of these rotations that were coming in through from the Endeavor Fury side. So that made things a little bit difficult for them. But when they got a few rounds in, the momentum was rolling. They were able to bring it a little bit closer. But sadly, the damage done from the first round was just a little bit too much for the team. And other than that, we saw some impressive play. I mean, Shadow Boy was quite good on the arena. The utility wasn't exactly fully there. The Gecko has utility as well. Could be more effective, especially on the defensive half. When we see for example, the A side from short push coming in, the Gecko flash can be so effective for your players to peek in. We have the Reyna as well, the Jet. They can just peek at the same time. Off of that Gecko flash, maybe a recon to help out. Maybe an Omen blind to help out. There's so many ways they can play this, but they weren't able to come up with it. And even if they did, they weren't able to properly utilize it, during the situation, during the fly of the game. But that will sort of give you an impression of how these teams sort of differentiate themselves when it comes down to the gameplay in general. Like Endeavor Fury able to make those choices, able to come up with situations like that. And Fordolf as well coming in to utilize the jet properly. Showmake as well, MVP from this side of Winkoi. Unfortunately, not enough to get his team the clincher, but we saw him get some impact frags, and even though that's what you like to see, and even though it does come up, even though it does really find the impact on those certain scenarios, even though you want to see your utility players, your support players like an Omen or Sova, being able to frag out on the go, but it is when you have to consider the roles the players are. If he did really good on the jet, but it just wasn't as effective compared to the opposition on Fordolf. Being the spearhead, being the duelist, you want your duelist to have that better ACS, have that stronger first blood, especially when you're providing so much utility with the Gecko, with the Woman to support them. That's some of the things that you really want to see in a well-defined team, especially a well-defined team with two duelists. And unfortunately, we won't be seeing that from Wincoy today, but the few runs that we did see were quite impressive. We saw them really reacting well enough and bringing the plate sometimes to their opposition, and we saw them utilize the utility a little bit better on the attacking situation, and their positional awareness was a lot better in general as well. But all things considered, Endeavor Fury did come up on top. We did see them be the superior team in this situation, but the book's open, the jury's still open out. Who knows who's going to be coming out on top later on. We do have another match for you. Again, it will be another best of one, so make sure you stay tuned for that. We will be back in a short while after a break, and till then, rest up, because the action's just getting started. We're just down one. We still have another to go. So join us in a while as we take a short break. Till then, see you.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারের ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
jump between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jump between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারের ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারে ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jump between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime. gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh. Hey! Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারের ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jump between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Help! Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna stop her. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ার ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh. Hey! Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারের ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
If it's jumping between 134, 66.
Who's looking at me? Somebody's looking at me. Oh my God! Come on, brother, please, no.
Our service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
And I'm off camera. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Inspired Broadband Presents Valorant Championship, powered by IGC Hub and organized by Instinct Esports. We have our second game up ahead of us. Before that, it's Mikito, and alongside my friend, he's finally back after whatever the hell he's doing. What do you even do, man? It's aggressive, guys. Ask him what he does.
What do? I talk on the mic, and
he was
I make
talking
sure
to the
it's
mic.
Yeah, I was talking on the mic, but I was talking on the mic in real life because I had too many guests outside. Dude, I had way too many.
We're doing gaming terms then, all right? So you could say he had some, what do you call it? NPC visitors?
Ah, yes, non-playable characters.
Non-playable characters visiting his
And
hub.
they were talking. No, and they were talking on the mic. Technically,
Oh,
that's what I did.
they're talking on the mic. They're NPCs controlled by the devs, you know, so they can directly interact with them. So he's playing a pretty in-depth MMO in real life. But we're going off topic here. We're gonna go into the second game of the day. It's gonna be Team Celestials taking on LSD. Interesting names here. They are gonna be fighting on Haven. Seems like a lot of teams prefer to go on this map. We already had 3 out of the 4 games on Haven, so exciting to see what else these teams can come up with on this particular map.
Yeah, it's gonna be really interesting to say the very least because Team Celestials, they've been making strides in the entirety of the female Valorant scene. Now going up against Team LSD, sadly we don't have enough information on that, but as soon as we jump down over to the agent selection, we're going to be able to see exactly what kind of team they're going to be going up against, but it leaves a lot of question marks that are still yet to be answered. How will LSD really be playing this match out? There's Team Celestials, we've seen them grow as that rising star. But a rising star has a plateau as well. It can shine so brightly, and maybe it's not going to be shining forever. Going up against these upper different teams, especially now that's in an open bracket state, who's going to be the ones to take it? And this might be interesting as Team LSD. I do believe this is Exili's squad. Cycle, Forgotten, Makuita, and Asterisk. Is this the same Asterisk that we're thinking about from Untitled?
Could be. I'm unfamiliar with that side a little bit. It's quite possible, but they are going with an interesting comp again, the double duelist composition. With the Clove on board, I'm not really sure how the Clove plays out on this map of Haven. The utility provides a lot of a lot of room for map control, a lot of support for the duelists, but against the tried and tested double initiator composition, how is that gonna come up especially on their defensive side starting this game off?
Go in either direction. I'm kind of a little bit lost here on which steps these two teams are going to be taking to try and utilize this composition to its fullest, because I mean, Clove instead of an Omen again, it's... How do I put it? It's going to be very difficult to make this double duelist composition. Yeah, it's going to be very limited. It's similar to the problems that we had yesterday from Nev, where their Brimstone just couldn't really place down the smokes properly, and he was being isolated towards the B side, and even when he was isolated towards the B side, he needed to react so quickly to place down the smoke that it's not going to happen all the time. Stuff like this that can cause issues here, but for Team LSD, I guess
they're gonna have to have proper team coordination and map control to be able to properly utilize that Clove, and overall not really get congested into one avenue. We saw those teams yesterday on the map of Haven. They really didn't switch up their play styles, and they really stuck to like one specific strat that caused a lot of problems for them in a lot of departments. So that is something that they need to work on, especially with that Clove, with that limited sphere of utility that they already have. This is going to be interesting to see how they cop up with something as effective as this double initiator composition. The Breach and Sova, when used right, can be a gift for the Jet, and especially on the attacking half with that Killjoy as well, watching the flanks, the Omen Flash as well, the smokes diversity that they provide. It's gonna be cool to see how LSD sort of counteracts that with this composition. But overall, I'm excited to see how these players are in general, because this is not a team that we've heard much of. This is not a squad that we've seen a lot in the upper echelon of Valorant. So excited to see how individually these players perform. Like we saw in this last match when you weren't here, we saw these Jets really duke it out, and it showed a lot of potential. We saw the Omen Shomik. He was a massive impact fragger, and I can tell that he was sort of limited by a lot of spears. So I'm hoping to find more up and rising players that have this impact but aren't really in that fragging role. So I'm keeping my eyes on these Cloves, the Sovas, the Omens, the Killjoys. See how which player is, the next big thing possibly. You never know.
Yeah, especially with Clove being a character that just allows you to smoke even when you're dead. You can easily take the first initial entry and not really be afraid of losing out on a body, because your utility will still be viable later on down the line. But a little bit of a fast rush here coming through from the members of Team Celestials. They have early control towards A main. Now they're trying to force out the issue here over from the opposite end of this. Couple of pop shots here and there coming through from the members of LSD, as one of the players are inside the spawn. Jumpa probably having some issues. Just trying to get back in towards the matchup, but we're just gonna have to wait and see where this is gonna be going from here on out. No real engagements just yet with Kiwi taking the first initial bit of damage. He needs to try and be a little bit more safe when moving forward with this. But overall, they do have the side entry, and they could just find a free jet on the seaside waiting for them. One good kill is pretty much a necessity, but Moxie answers back in kind, takes down Forgotten, takes down another one as well. 2 players already down, and Celestials, they take over the seaside very decisively.
Yeah, not losing a single player yet. The spike will go down without any hindrance. They have a setup as well, as we see a couple of players going down that long area to fight these long angles. The retake is going to be quite difficult, especially with 3 players. They're utilizing these utilities. They're getting the frags here, but the trades are instant. With the 2v2 situation underway, low HP on the Omen, they're gonna have to make these shots count. There is no smoke to play off of. The swarm nades are gonna buy some more time. It's gonna be the killjoy walking into the smoke, but he dies to Moxie. And with that, only 1 player alive, and that seals the deal. 1-0, Celestials take the lead. A very decisive win. I love how they rotated around the map and they found the seaside completely vulnerable and open. A lot of teams aren't able to have that openness in them. They walked in, they saw the jet in the middle of the site essentially, not really ready for this push, and that allowed them to get the bomb plant down with minimal effort, if I must say. And I'm not gonna lie, the first initial push towards A wasn't even that bad either. We saw the breach support coming in, the possible jet dash from QE, but you know, the shots just didn't count. Reyna was able to fall back. Right now they're gonna re-aggress with the new weapons towards the A side from A long. Sewers controls is also being established with the drone that the Asterisk is able to figure out that this is gonna be A side push, trying to keep them at bay with the swarm nades. Smokes do come in as well, and so do the rotations. The flank is already underway. Psycho on the Sheriff will be taken down though, as they're going to be taking this site with ease. Asterisk is trying to make a difference, but unfortunately a classic is not going to be enough, as the bomb will be planted without any hindrance at all. 2v4. Looks like this is going to go in the favor of Celestials. Kiwi gets 1 more. Asterisk, the only player alive, will be taken down immediately. And a 2-0 lead for Celestials.
This is where things are going to get a lot more interesting, though, I would say. Because Celestials, yeah, they took the 2 rounds, but with the buy rounds coming through for the members of LSD, will they be the ones to take the initiative here? Again, whenever you are playing a double duelist composition, you need to be the ones to play aggressively. As soon as you start to play a little bit too defensive on that defender side, yeah, I know it's counterintuitive, but there's a reason why Haven is a very scary map for the defenders. You talked about this yesterday when we were playing through that first map. It's a scary map because defenders are allowing the attackers to have pretty much all the free space in the entire world. If you don't fight for space, you don't have information. If you're not fighting, you're not gonna bait out the utility. If they have enough utility to run in towards the slide, especially with the breach-based combination, this is bound to happen. You need to try and counteract this with your own aggression, with your own utility, because defenders will always have a very significant advantage when they are the ones inside of the side holding without being bombarded by utility. There's no flash left, there's no stun left, there's not going to be a recon, hopefully, because he already used it for a rush. You're slowing down the push to a crawl, and that's where you get the advantage. Now, you can see one of the other big problems here will be the jet sitting inside of the seaside. His players need to rotate to him, but what's the problem here? Not enough utility to try and stop them. They need to play aggressive, just like this Reyna. They took the first initial contact, they got the information, now they're going to be able to back out.
And already with the man disadvantage, they don't really have an avenue to go through. We already see Kiwi being taken now. That shuts down the A side as well. They're trying to make a emergency play towards B. The Reyna keeping them at bay with only 30 seconds remaining and 2 players alive. They need to make a choice. They need to find an avenue to push through. Looks like they're going to be hitting the A side, and that's a decent read, as Forgotten's going to be pushed all the way out. CT flashes are going to come in, stuns, whatever bit of utility they have left to try and ensure this entry. Looking for a pick. Forgotten finds a shot on Aska, and that's going to make this a 1v4 situation. Looks like Celestials might have their first loss on the hands as the final shot comes in. Does get a trade before getting taken down though, but overall a pretty successful buy round. Would prefer to not lose more than 1, but they still managed to get the win in. They still have some money left, so they can go for a decent buy. And both sides are kind of scrappy on the cash. We do see Celestial still have enough for a full buy, I believe, yeah. But they're all, both teams, they're not out of the woods just yet. So these next couple of rounds will sort of dictate which side will have the decenter economy, who will have the more sustainable armory in the future that will allow them to carry on and move and win a few more rounds, get a more decent lead as the rush towards A is going to come in. Sewers is going to be a hot spot as Vaquita will fall. Trades do come in from Astric though, who's been a thorn on the side of the Celestials attack. They're not able to really push into the A side to their full potential as the trades do come in. Forgotten will fall. The Killjoy utilities are being taken care of. Strompa's trying to get the spike down, but a barrage of utility slowing down this push. 3v4 situation, but low HP on a bunch of these players. They're still swinging though, trying to ensure they have this space. Astric will find a frag, but the trades do come in. It's a 2v3. Again, reminder, low HP, but doesn't even matter. They aim better when they're low. Celestials get their third round in this matchup, 3-1, and LSD seems to have lost the momentum and the economy at this point.
This is gonna be where the real situation really starts to arise for them. The Celestials, they have a pretty good answer now. They're utilizing the utility properly, but one of the biggest flaws that they could have moving forward into this game is overthinking the situation a little bit. Even on that last round, on the third round, sorry, they could have won that round out if they understood that their opponents are not playing that aggressively. That means they didn't need to spread as much. If your opponents are not trying to take engagements against you, that's when you know that you're of course going to be able to take that victory on a particular side because you have enough utility to burst your way through. Just like this one, they're not really second guessing themselves, they're taking the advantage and they're just running in towards the side. This is a crucial point that most teams forget about on the map of Haven, but maybe the Silva on the Slur could just be the difference maker. Some info was found that the Silva is in towards the flank. They are checking for it, but as Champa already got that first kill, she's just going to be looking for more. Lines are perfectly set up, swings across, Champa, first line of contact. Beautiful kill by the Reyna, able to get out as well in towards the corner. But never mind, the two kills coming through from the defenders. They're going to be able to flood in towards the side, one after the other. Aska holding down the line and one after the other. The trades are just gorgeous. Celestials, they hold down the line and Psycho gets another one for himself. Smoxy just fight the third. That's Velucia. Fraxon going for the swing, but a beautiful peek coming in from Psycho to finish everything off. 2-3, ladies and gentlemen. This 50 round was well deserved.
Good thing I was with you. Yes.
Absolutely, and they figured out that this A-side rush has been constant for the last few rounds. All three of the rounds, we saw them initially take this A-side, and they decided, LSD decided to really just give it up to them. They were like, we'll play on the retake, let's stay back, let's not lose any of our players, any bit of our utility. Maybe have some light killjoy to, soften up this push. But they were able to play off of that really well, and the flank came in on the perfect time. They did have some trouble on the retake, as we saw only one player I believe was alive and they got taken down as well in the end, leaving the Sova to really take it all on his shoulders. But again, as we approach the 6th round, another A-site rush. This time they will be playing a little bit more proactively, but they will react a lot more faster. They're immediately falling back. They see 4 players pushing down this A-long and they're like, no, we don't want this action. We're gonna play in our side with our utility tucked in this corner behind, and with the support that Astric has been providing, it's been really hard to really comfortably take this A side with defenders on board. But yeah, it seems like this is another one of their default. Celestials really want to aggress on this A side and back off as soon as possible. Looks like the Omen TP from the C side will gather some information. They opt to just walk out there as the TP gets cancelled. Right now they're in the middle of nowhere. Let's see what their next option is. Looks like it could be a garage to C hit if they can take control of that area. No real ultimates in play other than the defender Sova ultimate to deny this the bomb plant. But with the blade storms pop from QE, they could take this B site with force. Recon spots this player out. The flashes are there. He's gonna try and get some shots in, but Forgotten through the smoke managed to get down the jet. And the ultimate able to deny entry, and with that this round seems to be gone down the deep end for Celestials. Push out garage as well to confirm the last kills to a 3-3 scoreline. It's all tied up.
I got your back.
Whenever you're pushing in towards the B side, it is a must that you have control on the different avenues on the map. That's kind of where the extremes of this map lies as well. As a defender, you need to as an attacker, you need to make so many different choices one after the other. And if you're not able to lead into it, It's just gonna keep on building. Problem after problem just doesn't really bode that well for the members of Team Celestials because, yeah, I do understand it's a 3-3 sideline, but on the attacking side, there's so much more that you can do here with a timeout now being taken.
I feel like the Celestial side, it's really like they push this A side and then whatever happens. They either go in there or in the end they don't figure out which side to push. The default is to go to C, but maybe they try and mix things up and head towards B or through garage to C. But that's not always going to work out when you have players on the opposition lurking out of B. We have the Sova coming into the flank. We're having these players not let them really take control of these avenues you talked about. Like when you're pushing B, you need to have the garage control. You need to have some utility out of A main and C main. There is no one coming into the flank. That is the keys that really allow your main spearhead to focus into the main. But yeah, alright, the Odin.
With the Odin?
He just spammed the corner there, and that already takes down one player. Kiwi will fall.
You stayed alive?
He's barely 5 HP and one more. Gets one more. Can he get another? Furgon will commit that Clove ultimate.
He stayed alive, and he got 2 kills with an Odin, and he swung out.
5 HP.
The man swung out of garage with an Odin and got a kill.
Gun here.
And he lived.
Unpunished.
No, I mean, he got a punishment.
He's still alive. He can still do some damage with that thing. It's still a 3 versus 3 though. They do bring it out on equal terms. They will pick up some guns as well. And looks like they want to re-aggress towards the C garage area. Psycho is only 5 HP. And they're going to come up with this C long. They might just take him down immediately. He spots them and he's out of there. Rotations will come in.
Scanning ahead.
Killjoy to support
30
Astrid.
seconds left.
Buy some time. The wall bangs connect. He was low enough for that. Try and take this side. Astrid will get one more, but Moxie with the trade. A triple kill for her. All onto the Reyna. 1v2. Chompa's low.
Spike planted.
Empress is available. And I hit that wall bang. Not really connecting. They know exactly where she is now. The swing off of the bot comes in. She's trying to bait out these players into 1v1s, but they're not doing it. They're not giving her that window. But the wall bang does connect, bring it to a 1v1 situation. Oh, Moxie. She's trying to be a little sneaky. And she connects the shot of 4K, giving Celestials the lead once again, down to the wire. Every round brings something new, man.
Absolutely. Celestials, they are not gonna give this one up anytime soon. And that last round was very dicey coming out through from them too. A couple of small mistakes here and there, but they were able to turn it all around. Beautiful play indeed from the members of Celestials. Getting a thrifty round, mind you. There was a Marshal in their hands and only just a couple of sheriffs that they were able to turn everything on its head. LSZ, they are sweating quite a bit here, trying to figure out exactly what Celestials are trying to do. And when Celestials just are not second guessing themselves for a lot of these entries, that's when this team is really starting to shine. They're taking fights, they're rushing in, and they're forcing their opposition to make these early rotations happen. And if they don't, then they're just completely done for. Play it clean, play it simple. It doesn't need to be anything over the top, because as soon as you try to do something a little bit too unorthodox, it might just be a problem. Cycle, just like his name, stayed inside of the Killjoy lockdown and went in for the hit. Good shots coming through from Huey, looking for one more, doesn't really find the angle. Asterix gonna be able to bring him down to earth.
Where's the cover from main? Making this a 2 versus 3. The ultimate will be pushing these players out of the side and giving Forgotten the opportunity to walk in. Does he get the frag onto... Oh, they don't spot each other. They don't spot each other. That gives Aska the kill, but Astrid does trade, but it's a 1 versus 2 situation. One in sewer, one in long. They have this pinched. Oh, she doesn't spot the barrel. She's gonna go for the defuse, and now it's 2 angles to look after. Gets one shot though. Should know where the last one is, but it doesn't connect for Dishi to finish things off. Extending the lead for Celestial 3-5. That got way too close there. And Forgotten, man, if he spotted Felicia in the side, that could have been very different. A 2 versus 2 situation, very winnable for the side of LSD. They're able to go for these retakes. They're playing the utility so well, but it's just small things like this that are taking away these rounds out of their grasps. And now the economy is going to shambles as well. They have enough for a few rifles, but I guess Anand's gonna go for the Blade Storms, while Forgotten's gonna stick to that share. They're going for this seaside, and oh my god, the Blade Storms are worth the money. 2 kills immediately. How? I don't know what happened there, but immediately, 2 seconds in, it's a 3 versus 5.
3 versus 5 indeed. And this is gonna be in a bad spot for them to try and turn this one back. You lost out on your main entry and your primary initiator. With only a couple of flashes, the members of Celestials, they have their work cut out for them. They need to try and hold on to the gun though, because the player will be swinging out for the weapon. They do get in. Moxie finds the opening over towards 1, but Nikita immediately comes through with a flash. Is going to be able to hold on to this lead. 2 versus 4. It's going to be a tough one without that Sentinel to just give you that information you need on those flanking positions, but for now, they need to try and turn this one back. 1 step at a time. Ample amounts of utility in the hands of Asuka, but time is very low. They need to find that perfect read. Felicia! First contact. Not gonna be able to find much here. Asuka does get the trade, does find the second as well. Maybe the plant is a probability. Has the Rolling Thunder to utilize it. Will she even do this?
Enough time. Oh, no. They're gonna split though. The shot doesn't connect. 5 HP. She has the flash. The flash will be eaten. But Astric, the ultimate, not committing to it just yet. Here's the noise cue and a 4K Asuka clutch with 5 HP. 6-3. You can feel the energy soaring through her right now. How did they give this away? 4 versus 2 aggressive turns into a 1v1. That push from Garage should have been the one that ends it all. But Forgotten, I believe it was. Not landing the shot. Eating the stun and getting headshotted herself. What the hell? You can't give away rounds like that.
That is, how do you put it? A Kirito moment. That is a Kirito moment.
Yeah, man, I've been hitting clutches like that since my baby days.
Nah, man, I bet you was forgotten. I bet you had forgotten.
5 HP is like more 5.
Sure!
Let me have my bit, bro. Let me get my bit.
Nah, you're not getting that.
Oh yeah.
Not anytime soon.
Towards Ace coming in. Asuka, does she check that angle? No, but she's good for 1.
What?
As well with the Sheriff Felicia. Trying to make a difference. Does, but Silence really first. Still in the backside.
Wait, what?
Wait, oh, she came from the flank. Never mind. She came from the flank, making this a 1 versus 2 situation. Astric will be low. But going towards Heaven is Asuka. Do they read this? Psycho Khalifa might just die out here. Oh, she spots the head but doesn't connect. Now the information's there though. Astric knows. Again, these two meet in the field of battle. HP disadvantage for Astric. Has 1 swarm nade. Might just put that on the bomb, honestly. Put that on the spike and run away.
This is such a dangerous ploy for him to take. Astric. So many different angles, so much to worry about. Has 1 flash in hand. Maybe that flash is gonna give them the edge that they require. Flashes across. Blind! Affected herself. Asuka going in a bit too quickly, not waiting for the utility. Gets caught out by it instead. As Team Celestials, they kind of lost their cool when it came down to this overall executions. No one was playing towards Heaven. The plan just didn't really go through in the perfect of positions. And LSD, capitalizing on the moments of chaos, are just able to swipe away this round. 4-6, the Celestials still in the lead, yes, but they need to get these last 2 rounds to set up a very dominating.
Indeed. Their comp does suggest that they have that potential for retakes on the defensive half, but they're a team that really thrives off that momentum, and right now they need to extend this lead to carry through that momentum in the second half. LSD though, that last round win could be all it takes for them to make this a 6-6. Oh, the spot comes in. Champa just not fast enough. But they know, both sides know, that the C site is not as empty as it seems at this point. A little bit of a lurk coming in from Aska. Can she make it through into B main? Find a pick possibly on Forgotten. But no, Forgotten in the end will find the counter trade. Has Vaquita for support, but they're not letting go of this B side. B main is still under fire. Moxie will be taken down. Kiwi does trade with the Sheriff. That's a good pick, but it's not gonna be enough. Oh, or is it? Kiwi finds one more on the Forgotten. This is still open up. This is opened up wide. The B side's quite empty. Omen ultimate is available for them to sort of play off of. This garage push could be effective from Psycho. Swarm nades coming in. They know there's a player in A-Link. Spike's not making its way through there, and there we go. Iron's trying to run away. The C-Link area. Backside, Asterisk takes down the player. Champa with a trade.
One enemy remaining.
2v2 situation. 1v2 right now as Felicia finds the frag on down and making this all onto Psycho. Spike's gonna be outside A. They're gonna get the bomb plant down. They should know where he's coming from unless the recon doesn't spot him. It actually doesn't spot him, but the ult does give away where he is. Ult does connect, making this a 1v1. And it's down to the wire. 28 HP. Champa has positioning, but runs away. Oh no. Oh no, the shot dart doesn't connect.
No, the whiff.
Barely 8 HP. It was so close, man. What are these rounds?
One whip is all it takes to make everything fall apart. All the hard work that you put in just instantly vanishes. Members of Celestials, they're bleeding out rounds at this point, Guido. And this kind of a loss will carry forward into the next half. A lot of people like to say, yeah, we got a 6-6 half, it's fine, we'll just win out on the pistol, but you're putting a lot of pressure on that one particular round. To lose out on a pistol round on a 6-6 scoreline is where your team will really start to struggle. Having those 2-round buffers just allows your team to get into much more of a relaxed phase where even if you lose out on that pistol, you still do have a pretty good chance of taking those following rounds away while still being on a clean slate and maybe brute forcing our way towards a double-digit scoreline. And not having that luxury could just be a reality for the members of Team Celestials unless they start to figure things out. That last round was pretty good though when you think about them playing it on an eco. But these buys need to bear fruit.
Come in and they are still going. Here comes the follow-up. Oh, the white swing on Tainan. He will get the frag onto Champa. The trades are good for them now as it's again a 1v2 situation. This time it's Felicia. Both players in garage. He has the spike. And they're just holding it like two guardsmen.
Cover going out.
Not really giving her any avenue to get out. Trying to bait them out. Quita Empress is popped. Just not looking at the right angle. Could this be a good trade though?
Turret out.
Oh, the
turret
spot there. She has TPs to play with as well. Oh, she's playing it so patiently. Spots out the killjoy. Doesn't land the shot, but on her back, she's gonna go for the backside plan. That's gonna be safe from the garage player. I think she heard noise. She knows she's in the garage right now, baiting her out. No flashes available. This is gonna be hard for Vaquita to play. Committing to that spike plan. Oh, this is...
No, Felicia.
She licks away, but Felicia manages to land the shot. 7-5 is gonna be where we end the half.
Switching
and
sides.
That's a decent enough buffer for them. Celestials now in a little bit more of a chill mood. They can play this pistol, they can play off of their utility, and they're in a decent position to take this match. LSD. These rounds are down to the wire, but that is where either they really thrive or they're not managing to clinch out these rounds. They can't leave it up to chance like that in these 1v1s or 2v2s.
Pretty much doing everything that they can to try and force out these rounds, but on this defensive side, I really do hope they take that initiative level of approach to just be the first ones to take these engagements. Playing it too slow is not really the end-all be-all in this current meta of Valorant. Seemingly, they do have a pretty good lead up here. Dedicated recon breaker over from the opposite side. Moxie, good for the first kill. It's gonna be able to find the second as well. This defensive side already starting off beautifully, and with only just classics in their hands, they're able to take everything out with only just classics, my boy.
One enemy remaining.
Shock
And then Jompa comes in with a beautiful shock dart.
Flawless.
This defensive half is clean. They're able to find frags. Moxie with 3. Making this an 8 and 5. Pistols in their hands. They're looking set for double digits at this point. If they win out this next round, unless some miracle comes in and saves LSD, this is pretty much Celestials for the taking. They're gonna get the Bulldogs, they're gonna get the Outlaws. They have utility as well. Things are not as good looking on the LSD's point of view. Seems like their defense is just not the way they work their trade on the defensive half. The attacking isn't going the same. They aren't able to make trades. They aren't able to get into positions to sort of support or play off of their teammates like that. Looks like they're still waiting for those buy weapons. The ARs, the Vandals, the Phantoms to play off of. Utility will be opened up, allowing the path towards to be a little bit more clearer. But the players are going to react from Celestials. They're holding this from all angles. It's going to be hard to push into this. Psycho's going to be in a tough spot. Denied entry towards A, losing half HP. Felicia's already low on HP as well. The jump peek comes in, but Kiwi doesn't let it go just yet. One shot. Shot to the leg could work, but Asuka. No entry towards B. Still have some time, but they need to react. Oh, Moxie pushing out of garage. How is she afforded this room? How has she been allowed? We still have a player in window. Forgotten not spotting that out. Does find Chompa, but the trade's immediate. That's what map control means. You need to have these positions locked down and trying to find some openings in this B side. Asterix making his way towards C. Finds one more. The jet is insane. Felicia's gonna get the trade, but Asterix is here to support. But Spike's in the middle of nowhere. Doesn't even matter. Felicia coming into A-Link gets taken down. This round was a doozy. What went where, who went there, I have no idea. That will give LSD an opportunity to make this a little bit more sustainable, as they do get some weapons, they do get some buys. Puts the pressure on Celestials in holding this lead. They're not gonna have the best weaponry now. Possible 7 to 8 score line. Should give LSD their fighting chance. Rita with an opening frag onto QE. Taking down their sole duelist. See, playing this short angle out in garage as Asuka trying to hold this B side all on her own. Chompa is gonna be flanking, but it's a long way down. Ida with a follow-up, taking down Mox in garage. Both these sides are open right now. This flank needs to be quickened up. They know there's a player in C-Link. Asuka keeps their chances alive. Oh, noise and a nice clean shot. Good shot. They spot the flanker.
Last player standing.
I'm not gonna be able to do much here. Now it's all up to Chompa to maybe pull off a couple of pretty clean shots to pad up the ultimate stats. One good kill is pretty much a requirement. Chompa's gonna be able to live through this one. Reload, comes in, dodges out the recon bolt. No, she cannot. They have all the information and the connection just does not happen. 78 though, ladies and gentlemen. Not really the end of the world, but could have been a little bit better. 7 to 8 is one thing, but losing out on a key round like that, it's gonna hurt your overall morale. But with the buy rounds coming through this time, they should be singing a different tune. Pretty good defensive setups overall, but that aggression that we want from them is still yet to be seen.
It could be seen right now. They're setting up outside this A side. Could be giving QE the opportunity to go for a takedown. Sewers recon does slow them down. The breach stun as well. QE's ready for a fight, but she's spotted out. She's gonna fall back. Drone comes in. This A side will be a quick hit. The reaction is good enough there from the other side of LSD. Celestials not really taking the bait just yet. waiting for a push down towards C and B, and that's where Anand will be trying to creep through and denied entry. Right now, LSD, they're in the middle of nowhere, looking for options, looking for a pick, and there's one. Chompa taken down. Kiwi is looking to react off of that, but they don't give her the opportunity just yet. They're spread so thin. Celestials, one opening is all it takes. We could be seeing the Pika providing that. The stuns come in, the peak provides no information, but Iron on the other side will find one trace dart there. Oh, QE!
Psycho,
Psycho
what are
wasn't
you
ready
doing?
for that. 3 versus 3. Now 30 seconds on the clock with QE
Spike
finding one
down
more.
A.
Spike in the middle of nowhere. Vaquita opens up the A site. And now,
enemy
what is this
remaining.
map positioning? Asterix finding Felicia, and it's
I'm
all onto
so
Asuka once
confused.
again. What is happening in this game? 28 seconds though, they gotta be quick.
What really was the game plan here?
I have no idea what
gonna
was
be ready
happening.
for it. Yeah, Asterix is just gonna finish this one off. They are all over the map. I don't know who is the defenders, who is the attackers at that point, because the level of control that was given away by the members of Celestials is just unheard of. This is what I mean. You cannot really play defensive on the map of Haven. As soon as you start to play a little bit too defensive, you give away space to your opposition. You just don't have any information of what's going to be happening across the map. It's better to fight on the map of Haven early than play for the late round. This is how the meta has evolved. This is how Valorant is meant to be played now. Yeah, let's say maybe a year or two ago, you could do these kind of plays, play inside of the side, play very passively, utilize your utility in a reactive fashion, and then you're going to be able to win. Nowadays, not as much, because players have gotten better. They know the lines of sight, they know how to take those spams, they know the timings, and they know how to properly execute with those utility. And if you give them too much space to play with, you are going to get caught off guard. It is bound to happen. But the doom and gloom aside, I do have to say that the members of Celestial, they are taking things slow. One step at a time, they're able to build up their ultimates, and now they are in a pretty good spot. These next few rounds will be very crucial, Kirito. Whoever wins this will set the momentum and pacing for the entire matchup right up till the very end, because double digits is now on the line. Yes, this is an eco, but sorry, not an eco actually, a semi-buy coming through from the members of Team Celestial, so they have a pretty good chance of taking this victory here. Possibly one of the players are saving up to buy an operator in the following round, so as soon as that op comes online in the hands of QE, this entire battle will take operating turn.
And you never know, these eco rounds turn out to not go the way we expect. We find players with sheriffs and shorties being so very effective. Here comes one from Felicia, but not really working out. Moxie though takes down Asterix, keeps control of Garage, and with that weapon she's gonna be going for the flank. I believe they are reading this LSD. The Psycho will be staying on the back lines, but can she find the shot? She will. Denies the flank, and now it's going to be a one-sided retake. Kiwi with a shorty trying to push through Garage. Does have the opportunity to take down a player real up close. Celestials playing this retake with limited weapons. Chompa with the stinger. The flash connects, and she gets one onto Vaquita. Iron's gonna be in a tough spot trying to fight off these two players. The dash from Garage comes in. Shorty connects, but forgotten to trade. Still a 3v3. 2v2 now. Bergen finds one more into QS. Echo chimes in as well, and they hold on to the lines. LSD able to take the lead after quite some time. And this will set back Celestials massively. They will be able to get the buys, but the momentum is at a low right now. They lost out their lead. The retake plan was not going to par. But now with this op on QE, they have an opportunity to reignite the flame. LSD, they're on a bit of a roll. After a round like that, you gotta feel good. The side take was good. They managed to keep their eyes on the flank. And the post-plant long positions were effective as well. Looks like they're gonna go for a B hit right now. Don't really have any ultimates like the Killjoy.
Deploying drone.
Work it out.
Bomb
What they
grenade
come up
out.
with. Already in, Vaquita. Trying to log down that E lane. Smoke's coming. Light plan not going down just yet, but Moxie finds a pick onto the lurker. On Jet, taking a bit of a passive role, not really running into the site or dashing in. So far, holding their positions good. There is a lot of room for flanks though, down C and A, but yeah, You're not going for that. Nice pick onto QE. This is a 4v4. Time will slowly tick away. They need to come up with a plan.
Right here.
Still holding on to garage and window. They're still not exploring their options.
Equito!
The timing
No!
of
Equito lives!
Not for long. Moxie finds a triple kill, making this in their favor. The defender ultimate will make things hard, and a 4K from Moxie.
It's clear.
1v3 situation. The bomb plant is not in the best of spots. Forgotten does find one, denies the ace. The flash comes in. Asuka lands the shot, but the ultimate. Oh, what's she gonna do? What's she gonna do? 2 players alive, chasing you down, and it's gonna be a 9-9 scoreline. These rounds are getting so confusing, man. We see them take control of B and not really pay attention towards these other avenues. On garage or C. Same for LSD. They're not really rotating or anything. We stuck to that B site. Not sure if that was the best option.
Making a lot of very, how do I say it, very questionable choices from time to time, and that is going to hurt them quite a bit here. You need to play it smart, and you need to play it in a very decisive fashion, and unless you do so, you're not gonna be in the best of books. Let's just see where they're gonna be taking this one from here on out, because I do believe the members of Team Celestials, they won out on that last round purely because the members of Team LSD just overthought the situation. They wanted to go for a fake plant, maybe bait out the Rolling Thunder coming through from Asuka. They were able to bait out the Hunter's Fury from Jumpa in that particular instance, but after the Hunter's Fury came through, none of the defenders tried to push in. It was either a 900 IQ play coming through from the members of Team Celestials, or they expected LSD to maybe just forget about the site and maybe rotate towards somewhere else. The crossfire was beautiful, but it was all upon Moxie. Moxie pretty much single-handedly won that round. To be able to kill 3 players, mind you, 3 players in a situation like that where you are defending your lockdown does not happen often. And Moxie finished off that entire moment with flying.
Yeah, Moxie's been extremely impactful on the Killjoy. Not just on her utility, but just on mechanical aim as well. Psycho coming in for that ultimate orb. 2 away from the Hunter's Fury. And Anan again trying to lurk into the garage. Not the biggest fan of a Jet lurker, but she will be eating up some utility and taking down Moxie down a peg. And she reacts off of that more as Chompa taken down as well. Not really ready for Felicia in that backside, who's gonna wreak havoc. Denying this seaside entry, still being a thorn on the side of LSD. Finally, Vakira takes it down into a 3v2 situation. Spike yet to be taken down. Rolling Thunder available, not for long as Astrix come in with alert. Opshot's not connecting, neither does the Vandal. Swarm needs to buy some time. And the operator should be forced to save right now, but they are pushing her. Ooh, they are surrounding her. They don't want them to have this weapon, and that will set back the economy of this side massively if they're able to take it down. Because she has the Blade Storm, she can give the op away, maybe even buy a weapon for someone else. Oh, they're baiting her in. Shot's not connecting, and she's gonna run into the hands of a. Oh no! That is not what you want to see. The jumping Jet keeps herself alive and the team's economy essentially. Loses of the round, but they're still set up for a battle. What is happening?
I don't really like this. Having a solo operator without any weapons on your team to try and back this one up. This will be an interesting fight, to say the very least. Jumpa is going to be able to pick up a rifle for herself, but even then, really the best of cards here. Moxie's going to be the one who's handed the operator. A little bit questionable, to say the very least, but yes, this is the way the world's going to be turning from now on out. Moxie.
Limited utility as well.
Yeah. The util is limited, but I do believe they're going to be able to work with it. The Bucky can hold strong over towards the short angle. And this is another thing that a lot of teams kind of forget about, that A lobby is very hard to take control of. But at the same time, you don't always need to hold on to A lobby. You need to bait out their utility. After you bait out their utility, you can sure that take control there, but Moxie...
Straight to the dome.
Yeah, doesn't even need to aim for the dome, but she went for it just for style points.
Style points is awarded. And right now the team advantage is awarded as well. Not really giving them an avenue to push through LSD. They are left optionless. Considering this A sewers area, but this triple hole down the A site. Recons gives them the information, bolstering their defense. They left C completely open for the retake. But looks like it's gonna be the A side where they're heading.
30 seconds left.
Storm could be massive from 3 spots at a player, but Asuka with the Bucky is the one who's gonna get a kill. Kiwi supporting as well. It's a 2v5 situation. Ainan doesn't have the dash. He's gonna have to play solely on his aim. Gets one. Knows there are sewer players alive. Psycho though opening things up. Moxie doesn't hit when it counts as Asuka finds the trade. 1v1. 8 seconds. She's gotta go for the plant. 5. Yo, she's not gonna get it, is she? Yeah, no. The Jet unable to get the bomb down. And smart move from Asuka. Oh, actually doesn't get it. I thought she got it for a second, but yeah. Asuka, smart move on her part to run away. Keeping her team alive, and 10 and 10. This is the closest match we've had so far.
Don't forget, it always takes 4 seconds, ladies and gentlemen, to plant the spike. So as soon as the timer hits 4, if you don't get that spike planting down, you are not gonna be able to get that one done. Team Celestials, they're fighting tooth and nail up against LSD. One mistake, they will instantly start to fall. Double digits on either side. Economy looking pretty good. The fact that you will pick up on the again, gonna give them the edge that they need. That last round, do not forget, was a pseudo thrifty.
You should
only
run.
2 people had weapons while the others didn't. Asuka, I don't think. Yeah, no. No. It's not possible. You can definitely do that with Teho. You can do that with Teho though. For some
Teho
reason.
can do anything, man. He can break whatever the hell he wants from the other continent, bro. That man has
I swear that character is such a pay-to-win thing.
It is at this point until you unlock it. It is sort of pay to win. But a 5v5 retake, Spike's gone down, ultimate's on the card. This is about to be absolute chaos here on this A side of Haven. Stuns connect, they're pushing swords, the blinds are there as well. Felicia, but Judge gets it done, Asuka as well, Asuka this trade. The AWP is good for 1, Hunter's Fury comes in, AWP is good for another, for Kiwi. Hunter's Fury doesn't manage to get the shot and she might just stick it, she will. Doesn't get the last shot in, but 11 to 10. Celestials.
I got things to do.
Chipping out these rounds out of nothingness. Absolute bloodbath out there.
Absolutely.
Placing sentry.
It's a good read on the situation as well, the way that they're able to do it. Think about it. So a couple of these rounds are really well-rounded at the end of the day. Because the way that Celestials are playing, they're playing based upon their strengths, which is being able to coordinate together a little bit better because they have the utility to do so. They're utilizing the utility properly, they're able to take proper spacing, and at each and every turn that they take, they're doing it together as a team. When they start playing a little bit more in an individual fashion, that's where the members of LSD are really starting to take a hold of them. As a team, Team Celestials are showing exactly what they're capable of, and those capabilities shine through even brighter if they're able to keep that up. Judge towards Garage, 2 players towards C, no one in B playing for a full retake here. The plan is perfect, but the execution of this plan for the defenders is another pushable thing that you have to worry about. The Quaita swings in, tried to maybe find a kill, but he's all alone. How do you want to try to hold this? They heard the noise that the players in towards the B side. Now the rotations come through, and they need to make a choice.
Placing swamp grenade.
Spike plant might just go down, smokes to block the vision. Garage push is a possibility for Moxie. Doesn't have the best weapon to take down that Sova. On window. And with Only Ainan in this site. This is a decent setup for LSD. They need to win these fights. The coordination though. Ainan's good for one. Smokes himself off. Here comes the Blade Storm. About to pop off. Spots the player in the A-Link but doesn't get the shot. Felicia on the other end. Doing this a 4v4. But Astrid is good for 2. No matter how much you throw at her, she's good.
My ultimate.
Moxie is good for one more, but player number is just too high. Forgotten finishes things off. And LSD still in this, fighting to stay alive tooth and nail.
Actually,
Just down to the wire. I remind you, round of 16. This ain't even the grand final, my guy.
Yep. Neck and neck for both of these teams. They are not skipping a beat out here.
I sure am.
They're always skipping a beat, bro. The man is as old as time, and he's younger than me.
Oldest time and younger than you. How old are you, my man?
I don't know.
Damn. I don't know how that works. The math ain't mathin'. The maths ain't too good. It's good enough to say that this is gonna be an eco round for Celestials. All classics. Seaside should be gifted. See how they can utilize their utilities to suit these lower weapons. Because if they give away this match point,
planted.
LSD 12 to 11, this will be a tough spot to put themselves in.
mark.
Take it to overtime. They will have better weapons, but it's such a risky play.
I really don't like where this is going. These weaker weapons, maybe they're gonna be able to find it. Burst through, Jet's gonna be able to dash in.
God.
They're gonna put the spray down! Going through from Astrid, baby! He's gonna be able to shut everything down. A 4K for the killjoy. Like that?
Point.
That one spray connected on everyone. Sadly, we didn't get to see it, but good God, Astrid. 12 to 11.
Oh my lord, this is down to the wire for Celestials. We know these players, they've played some of the biggest female tournaments out there. They're a notorious name in the circuit. And to take a risky move like this is gonna be such a nail biter for them. Now they have the money to get the weapons. They have a couple of ultimates as well. They're close on QE's Blade Storm and the Hunter's Fury as well. But LSD, they're gonna give him a run for their money. They're gonna be split playing this all over. Seaside is open for the retake. Without that breach ultimate, it's gonna be kinda hard to take that, but we've seen Celestials do it. And I believe this is a good read from LSD. They're taking the Seaside. Celestials will be able to figure that out. And they might just utilize the Killjoy ultimate for this one. Shock darts coming in, that gives them the information. Trying to get the bomb plant
You
down.
should run.
It's Vaquita, good for one. Killjoy ultimate's coming on. Vaughn's gonna be taking a lurking role, but Moxie not ready for it. Felicia trying to hold these players back, and this could be it. They're all falling, and Felicia, the last one to fall, and Celestials cut it a little bit too close, just a bit too close. 13 to 11, one round. One round is all it takes, and the comeback was set for LSD. What a performance, what a showing. This team is going places, man.
Absolutely. One of the biggest problems that the members of Celestials faced was just allowing Astrid to just get away with daylight robbery. How does he get 2 kills? He got blinded, right? He got full blinded. He wasn't able to dodge it fully. And he got 2 kills. Then after that, he was standing on the opposite side, sprayed down 4 people. Yes, I get it. It was an eco. You were all trying to flood in through the exact same angle. Your Jet already dashed in first. Your Jet was across. He was in his own smoke. Sorry, she was in his own smoke. Swung out. Astrid got that kill, spray transferred onto 4 people. How does that happen? How does he get away with something like that? It's stuff
That's the thing. You need to burst out of there like a flood. You need to all spread down, have your guns shooting at the same person. That's the only way you can get a kill with classics like that. And they just gave away these opportunities for individual performers from LSD to come out and give these rounds to their teams. Astrid had no business winning that, but sadly Celestials weren't able to react enough to deny her that opportunity, and just like that, it's gonna be a 13-11 scoreline. It was just a little bit too close for a team like Celestial, honestly.
Yeah, they should not take this one to heart because they did play really well. The utility was good. The overall gameplay that they were trying to implement was on point and perfect, but it was just not as many opportunities. Especially when I saw this team maybe like a year or two ago, Team Celestials, they were playing back then as well. With all of the players, they have improved drastically. They're now getting to the point where they can go toe to toe with a lot of these other teams, but very few specific mistakes are still being made, mainly the playstyle changes, because the map of Haven now is played in a completely different way compared to what it was played almost a year and a half ago. And the thing is, the members of Team Celestials, they kind of played that old style of Haven that doesn't really work anymore. You're giving players way too much avenue and free space, especially even in a ranked setting. A lot of teams have, like, especially a lot of players nowadays, have started to understand that, hey, Valorant is a game where you need to hold space, because if you don't hold space, if you give too much away, your opponents are just easily going to run into the site and take it over from you.
Yeah, and we've seen situations where LSD didn't really utilize them fully, but there were so many avenues that they could have taken to run. Maybe they're pushing the B side, a push to garage, a push towards C. These opportunities were not taken, but the holes were still there. Someone else is gonna watch this VOD and they're gonna be like, "This is how we take down Celestials. This is a perfect blueprint to find their weaknesses." But on their attacking half, though, we saw this a similar pattern, but obviously on the attacking forum, that they were really sticking to their decent defaults and not watching some of these avenues. We saw them push A, and then we saw some lurkers coming out from garage, catching out the rotations, and not observing these other avenues gave away these kills. And in the end, they're able to manage to pick out some rounds of the individual performance of Moxie, of some of the other players, but it just wasn't enough. In a proper team setting, you can't have that opportunity, you can't have that freedom, and these teams will punish you for those situations. So a lot of good signs I'm seeing from Celestials, but these openings, they need to be closed and they need to be tightly shut. They have a good coordination. Their side takes, the retakes are absolutely perfectly in sync. We see the utility coming in. They're playing off of that so well, and we can see the peaks coming after the Omen Flash. The breach stuns are connecting on a map that is so utility based like Haven. They did it so well, but these openings, these will be punished no matter how good your utility is. And that is what LSD sort of did in a lot of scenarios, but the lurking, the individual play is where they really caught the players of Team Celestials with their pants down, because they didn't have that support. They were holding angles. They had to rely on their aims and not on the utility, not on some teammate that's going to trade you or support you.
True.
And those are, again, things that they need to be filled up. But LSD definitely showed us what a good team that knows and is able to sort of work off of those weaknesses and figure out, okay, so this is what happens when we individually target them. They played that perfectly on that part, and obviously seeing the match MVPs here, the Killjoys are gonna be taking the spotlight today. They are gonna get their own awards for being match MVP from here on down to the finals. Every match MVP is gonna get some form of award, and both of these players with 250 around combat score. Impressive stuff indeed. And Moxie, I gotta say, as a Killjoy, it's hard to find fragging impact when you're so passive, playing off of utility. But she definitely hit some insane shots there.
Absolutely. Well, this was a game of the Killjoys, and this is kind of true. On the map of Haven, if your Sentinel is not performing to its fullest caliber, my god, I'm actually very tired. Sorry about that.
Who's getting old now, huh?
Yeah, exactly. I'm a little bit too tired. It's what, exactly 12 a.m. My god, it's pretty late now. Yeah, so as I was saying, the caliber of the Killjoy needs to be present to its fullest degree, because normally you would always want your Killjoy to be at the very top. Sentinel players are arguably more crucial on any particular map rather than the duelist. And this is a very controversial point, but a lot of teams in professional levels of play have seen this to be true. Your Sentinels normally will be the one at the very top, because they are the ones that are having the most impact, because they're generally the second entry, they're the lurker, or they're maybe the one to come out third who's always going in for trades. Having consistent plays from your Sentinel will allow you to propel a victory. Moxie carried a lot of rounds all by herself, but Asterisk just did it better when it mattered the most. Those last two rounds was just a show from Asterisk. if Astric didn't get those kills, you know that Celestials would have won that. It was Astric with his individual brilliance that brought everything back for LSD. And they owe him a lot for this victory.
Yeah, and LSD can sort of take some lessons from Celestial on that part to more work on the team play and work out on supporting each other with utility and with your own weaponry as well. So those are things that they can take from their opposition and definitely apply in the future rounds, because you can't really always rely on one individual or two individual players. They're not always going to have as good as a day as they did right now. So it's best to give them that comfort, that opportunity that you're not having the best day, but I'll make it as good as possible for you. I'll give you the information. I'll give you the stun. I'll give you the trade. I'll trade for you. I'll be the one peeking. You can trade off of me if necessary. So LSD have those opportunities. If they can rewatch this, they will know what they can do better. And that will definitely be a formula for a solid team to maybe go a lot far ahead in this tournament.
Absolutely. Let's see exactly where they're going to be heading on down forward, ladies and gentlemen, because for the members of LSD, they have a one-way ticket straight towards that semifinal stage. But overall, ladies and gents, that is all that we have for you for tonight. Two incredible games. Sadly, I was not able to witness the first one, but the second one, it was a nail-biter of a situation for both of these teams. Stuff is just going to get heated up even more. Tomorrow, again, two more incredible matches are going to be awaiting you. I do believe, no, there's going to be one more day of two more incredible games before we do end off this quarterfinal stage. But for now, good night and happy gaming, everyone, because we're going to be back soon tomorrow with a lot more Valorant action.
I'm a survivor. I'm not gonna give up. I'm not gonna sour. I'm gonna work harder.
Let's show them the meaning of fear.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
লাইভের সময় কানেকশন লস্ট? ইন্সপায়ারে ডুয়াল কানেক্টিভিটি দিচ্ছে আপনার জন্য ডাবল নিশ্চয়তা।
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best. Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.
service crushes lag with up to 99.9% uptime, gaming cache for Steam and Epic, and FTP servers that move at the speed of light.
Inspire Broadband. Internet, we make it best.